been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Philadelphia Eagles. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Davion Taylor picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Left side here to Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
1-yard line.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A big play there for the Eagles on third down. 41 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now left side on this swing pass. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 13-yard line.
Now an option play on 2nd down. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk there to make the grab. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator on what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
At their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LREs.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. A quick throw caught by Godwin. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
From the 31, Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. This is taken at the 15. And he spins through. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Just the first quarter of a tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Well, the second down throw on target. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. On now, Tucker McCann. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
55-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's caught by his tight end, Isaac Nauta. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round, they told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 34 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Tackled by
Jeremy Chin there defensively. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
4 yards. He was brought down at the 26.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A nice gain of 21 yards.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of the defense.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20, Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
54 all day, dog. Straight. 54 right there. 54 Mike. Here we go.
Here's Hurts to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts.
First down.
As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Pass complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Chris Godwin. Darius Slay on the coverage.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
A 29-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10-10 at their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Hurts. And that is incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they work this out past the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Well, that was an interesting interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And the pressure gets to him again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's getting back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Third and long for Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. Switch, switch, switch. 18,
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 26. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
First down, Bridgewater. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Brandon Williams. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Bridgewater on 1st down. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. And he's got a man here, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely, great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of 1st downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Eagles 11-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Right there, 54, right there.
Now this time he'll look to throw. This ball complete to Rager. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Hurts. Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Brandon Williams, a big tackle, gets him down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And 8 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. It's a no-1 here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to call it just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Brings up second.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run by Lindsey. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Bridgewater to throw. Got his target, Samuel. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Eagles 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. But to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go